his next opponent, Ponce, he's 30-0. Does he believe this is his hardest task today? Phantom.
Subriel, lo
Dime.
que tú has visto de Jeremías Ponce, ¿tú crees que él va a ser el oponente más difícil para ti?
No, hasta el momento la pelea más importante ha sido la revancha.
Okay. So he says that, this isn't his hardest task. He believes that his hardest task was his rematch. My next question, Phantom, is if it wasn't boxing, what would it be?
Si tú no estuvieras en el boxeo, ¿qué otra cuestión o cosa te gustaría hacer o estuviera haciendo? Otro o laboral en algo diferente, como qué te gustaría hacer o si no estuviera boxeando.
Realmente desconozco qué estuviera haciendo, de verdad. Si te digo algo, te miento.
Okay. Now, Subriel, guys, he's Puerto Rican, but he lives in Mexico. And my next question to him will be,
He trains in Mexico.
He trains in Mexico. Why does he train in Mexico, out of all places?
Eso es decisión de mi promotor, Juan Iván Orengo.
So he said it was the decision on his promoter. ¿Y tú sabes por qué?
Pues eso, soy un poquito irresponsable.
Okay.
Soy una persona irresponsable y aquí, ¿verdad? No tengo, aquí solamente hay entrenamiento. Estoy en la altura, 9,000 pies de altura. Y créeme, aquí no hay mucho por hacer.
¿Y qué tú estás haciendo diferente entrenando ahora para esta pelea?
Pues mira, la diferencia viene siendo el cuido. El cuido. Definitivamente el cuido.
The translation panel?
Yeah, he says, what he would be doing. First of all, I'm going to start from where he said if he was in boxing, he don't know what he would be doing, because that's he loves boxing. He loves contact. He loves fighting, right? So the reason why he's in Mexico training is because, there's a lot of, Puerto Rico is easy to get around. He knows his terrain, as we say. So he won't get in he won't get distracted, and he might get distracted easy. The discipline is over there. He knows he has to be disciplined in Puerto Rico. There's nothing to do where he's at. He's in high altitude, and there's really not much to do there, so his mind won't go astray.
Okay. A win February 25th, what would it do for your career? What would it feel to you, Phantom?
Papi, una victoria el 25 de febrero. ¿Cómo te sentirías tú cargando esa corona y con esa victoria y sabiendo que cuando tú vayas para Puerto Rico te van a recibir con una cosa bien especial? ¿Qué tú crees si tú llegas a ganar y Dios quiera que la victoria te llegue?
Pues mira, estaría en el libro, ¿verdad? de la historia de Puerto Rico. Creo que eso es una meta, un sueño. Y mi familia, cuando vean que lo logré, van a entender, ¿verdad? El sacrificio de tantos años. Van a verlo en un día, van a ver que se logró, que valió la pena.
Phantom.
Yeah, he says, God willing, because everything is with God first. And if he gets to be the new lineal IBF champion and, he goes back to Puerto Rico, he'll be in the Puerto Rican history books. and another champion for the island of Puerto Rico, which is a small island. We got to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a small island, 100 by 35, right? The 100 miles by 35 wide. So it's a very small island, but what comes out of Puerto Rico is cream when you get the cream. So what I'm saying is that he says, my family and everybody that surrounded me and looks at me with that eye knows that I put in the heart, the blood, sweat, and tears that it takes to be a champion. And they'll understand why I work so hard and I'm away from my family. And when they get to see what the hardware, when I come back home, God willing, they will understand.
Regis Prograis has his eyes on being the IBF champion as well. What would a fight with him look like? Would it go 12 rounds? How do you see the fight going? Phantom.
Subriel.
Te escucho.
Una peleita contra Regis Prograis para el título IBF que baja en el futuro del 25, que ya mismo está por ahí. Y si llega a lograrlo, que Dios quiera, que Regis Prograis tiene el ojo pendiente a ese título. Y otra cosita es que ¿qué tú crees? Si ¿a dónde va la distancia o se puede ir un choque entre los dos a toma y dame y alguien se puede ir por la vía? ¿Cómo tú ves esa pelea?
Action. Es que en verdad no quiero escucharme, ¿verdad? Presumido, ni mucho menos. Desde mi punto de vista, claro está. Yo lo veo en el hospital.
Shit.
A fuego, papi.
Yeah. Whoa. Phantom. Translation, please.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go right to the point. He says he's eyeing the IBF, and in that fight there won't be no distance. He's going to the hospital. That's what his eyes see.
Wow.
Hello.
So my next question is, you have a 93% KO ratio. Is there a certain demeanor you have in the ring that you finished all your fights by KO? Phantom.
Subriel, tú tienes un 93% de knockout, porcentaje. Cuando tú te subes al cuadrilátero, como se dice, ¿cómo cambia tu forma de pensar y tu mentalidad en el ring?
¿Me puedes repetir la pregunta, mala mía?
Repeat that to me again so I can...
Okay.
He wants you to repeat the question.
No, yeah, I heard him. You couldn't repeat it, but anyway, 93% KO ratio. What is your demeanor in the ring? Why hasn't that, you never wanted to go the distance? I mean, like, the demeanor.
Pues mira, yo te voy a ser honesto. No, entendí. Uno trabaja en el gimnasio para 12 asaltos. Obviamente, ¿verdad? Según va pasando los asaltos, pues uno va calentándose. No es que yo tenga en la mente lo voy a noquear, ¿sabes? Sino que es mi tren de pelea. Ya cuando, ¿verdad? Van pasando los asaltos, pues se ve el efecto de la condición física mía y de la acumulación de golpes.
Phantom.
Yes, he says, I go in the ring, we train for 12 rounds. If it goes the distance, it goes the distance. They don't pay overtime, though.
Mm-hmm.
And my mentality is that, I want to prove and show that my condition is second to none. And as the rounds go, I get stronger and more. The punches are coming in punishing fashion. So that's why I have a 93% ratio, 93 knockout percent ratio. because